Hey guys, Mitsurugi Jones, and today I'm going to talk to you about something near and dear to my heart. And that is killing zombies. Love zombie movies, love zombie television shows, love zombie games. I just love zombies. In fact, one of these days for Halloween, I really want to be a zombie, but I don't have the makeup know-how and such for that. I've tried a couple times. I'm not so good at it, but if there's anyone out there that wants to help me out with that, just send me an email. I'll fly over to LA or something if you want to do me up in zombie makeup. But anyway, as you can see, there are 3 different episodes. Each episode seems to have 5 different chapters to play. You can choose different characters. I am the American. There's also Russian, and I think there's 2 Germans as well. Now, the game revolves around World War II. That's the sort of weapons that you use. As you can see, you can go through, pick the Russians, Americans, or German weapons. Now, it revolves around Hitler and the experimentation that some people believe that he did back in the day to create the Z Army, as the case may be. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started here. Germany, May 1945. And let us get to killing some zombies here. And, oh, got that guy. And this guy, you know what? What? How dare you interrupt my snack? Foolish human. I will stumble to you and gnaw your toes off. Alright, let's go ahead. And as you can see, when you enter the sniper mode, it is first person, but otherwise it is a third person mode. And you can zoom in and breathe all the air out of your lungs like you can, say, in a Call of Duty game to sort of steady your aim and kind of zoom in and get closer. Now that is the E key. You also want to run around and check all of the zombies for ammunition, otherwise you will be running out on a pretty regular basis. Now, that beautiful shot there is the X-ray kill. Now this game, the first 2 episodes of this game were made as a bonus to Sniper Elite games. You might, if you've ever played Sniper Elite, you'll recognize the mechanics of the X-ray kill and how that works. This 3rd episode was released standalone with the first 2 episodes that were released with previous games as a bonus. So this is a standalone game. This is not a sniper game, although it is the same engine and all the same game mechanics. And unfortunately, it seems like a lot of people have played the Zombie Wars 1 and 2, and so when you try to play multiplayer, you don't see a ton of activity online. You're just thrown into games. You don't get to pick server or anything. You can kind of narrow down or filter your options that in what kind of games that you want to play. But if you just say do campaign and start at the very beginning, you're not going to have. You could wait a while for a game. It could be a long while. Whereas if you're going to play something like the Horde, you'll get games a lot easier, but there still doesn't seem to be a ton of people on. Either that, or they just seem to match you up with the same players over and over. Because when I do play the multiplayer or the Horde or campaign online, it seems like I'm thrown in the room with a lot of the same people that play on a pretty regular basis. And there's not a lot of different dudes that play. So I think that's probably just because people have played 1 and 2 so much. And I believe that this game was released probably about a month or 2 ago. And so maybe some of the shine's worn off of it. I don't know. I think it's awesome. I'll probably be playing it for quite some time. It's just one of those things where you can kind of hop in and enjoy yourself for a couple of hours, before you go to bed. If as long as you're not scared of these sorts of things. Anyway, let's see what we can do here damage-wise. Oh, yes. Excellent. Oh, yep. Going down. And they are getting pretty close now, so maybe I can consider backing up here and take a couple shots. As you can see, the way that they shamble, sometimes it makes it difficult to shoot. Their head kind of bobs back and forth from time to time. And sometimes you'll think you're going to get a headshot, and next thing you know, no dice. Looks like we're doing pretty decent here. And not a lot of close-up or X-ray shots that I'm seeing in this particular game. It doesn't happen every time you get a headshot or anything like that. I'm not sure how the game determines when it sort of does that X-ray thing. A lot of spine shots will do it. A lot of headshots will do it. But not all the time. I guess it doesn't want to slow down the game that much, because it will take a little bit of extra time. Oh, nope, not a zombie. Looks like he was devoured by them, though. Let's see what we got in here. Anything in the creepy old broken down house? It's important to look everywhere. You run out of ammunition pretty quick in this game at times, so it's always good to go into the houses, kind of ransack the place. I mean, it's already ransacked anyway, so I mean it's pretty much destroyed and dilapidated. But if you can search around and grab some extra stuff like grenades, landmines, dynamite, tripwires, there's always ammunition laying around, and those things are very important if you're going to go ahead and make it to the next little star or the next checkpoint area that saves your progress. There's always this green mist floating about, which is pretty sweet. It's got a wonderful ambiance and lots of blood and guts, as you've seen. And let's go ahead and take this dude out and see what the damage is here. Oh, well, I don't see too many of them yet, but that can be deceptive. Sometimes you'll see one or two, and next you're around a corner and they all pop up out of the ground from behind you. So it's always important to check behind you every once in a while. Now, I've played this mission once before, but I'm sure there's still a few surprises that are around the corner that I haven't seen yet. So I did do a pre-record of this because I can multitask in some games, but with as much concentration as it takes, and as horribly bad as I am with a sniper rifle, I decided to pre-record just because I couldn't concentrate and talk at the same time. Not on that level anyway. Some games I can do that. I don't think in the zombie killing games where one bite is enough to kill you that I needed to do that. So we went ahead and pre-recorded the game. Let's see. Now those have disappeared. I probably should have grabbed the... You can loot zombies, but if you wait too long they disappear and, I don't know, I guess burn up and go back to hell. And if you haven't got the ammo by then, you're pretty much scroogled when it comes to getting the ammunition from them. Some nice little runes on that door over there. Nice fire burning runes. Let's go ahead. Oh, yes. Excellent. It's really sweet when you get a 2-for-1 kill or blow up a group of them with a hand grenade. It's pretty graphic, but it's pretty sweet and fulfilling. Just, can I kill this guy? There we go. Right. As you can see, when you shoot them, their head kind of jerks around, so it's really hard to get the follow-up shot. You don't find that a lot with the pistol. Speaking of weapons, there are a couple of different weapons that you have at all times. You will always have a sniper rifle or long range. You will always have a sort of blunderbuss weapon like a heavy machine gun, Gatling gun, or a shotgun that is sort of, I wouldn't say mid-range, is pretty up close and personal range. And then you have your pistol, which is sort of a last resort sort of thing. Now let's see here, is this the safe room? This is not the safe room. Oh, that's creepy. When the door shuts by itself in the zombie-infested land. Just go ahead and search around the house here real quick. There are swastikas and pentagrams everywhere in this game. Even the burning ones that raise them back up from hell if you haven't shot them in the head. Now, you don't have to shoot a zombie in the head to kill them. If you, I don't know, say put 5 to 10 bullets in their chest, that will work just fine. But for the most part, it's always good to try and go for the head, just like in any zombie movie or television show or any of that. You want to take out the head. I haven't seen too many super fast zombies yet, but I have seen that. Now, if you play the multiplayer, there are some pretty massive juggernaut-like zombies in that. You probably won't see that in the episodes, at least not in this level. But as you get further in the game, I'm sure. I believe you even have to fight Hitler at some point as a boss. Oh, I see that guy snuck up on me out of that room. So it is time to run. And this was a poor decision. There's not any openings here, so I've trapped myself. But that's okay. I think I can handle it with this PPSH-41. The papash. The will take care of them. Guess that's because that's the noise it makes. And the door is open now, so I'm good to go there. But I do want to come back over in this direction. Ooh, sucker got me. Go ahead and litter this guy full of holes. Now we're starting to get some distance on it, so we'll go ahead and switch over to the carbine and pot shot their heads off. Go down, pal. Here's one. Oh, look, there's a lot of them stumbling out of that building now. I like to hold up. I don't like to run around as much. I like to try and, you know, get to an alleyway or something where the zombies are going to line up pretty well, and that's the way I prefer to take out my zombies. Some people I see in the game, they'll run around like crazy, just run up to things, kick them. You don't have a knife. You can kick them to death. I wouldn't advise it in some situations, or in others it's fine. Like if you shoot a zombie and they go down to the ground, perfectly fine to run up and stomp them in the head. Oh, that freaked me out there for a second. I thought it was a skull coming out of the wall. And is there something up here? Would be a wonderful vantage point if there were still zombies on the ground. Yes, it is the shotgun. I don't know so much about this. I like the papush, but we'll take it for now. See how it works out. And the half-gnawed-off person. I'm not really sure. The zombies don't seem to be intelligent, so why? How did they get him up there and tie him up? Or drive them on stakes? I'm not really quite sure. Maybe there's some smart zombies I just haven't run into quite yet. So is this a safe house? Nope, not the safe house yet, huh? Ah, it is the safe house. It is. Okay, just want to double check, make sure. And when you get into a safe house, it is a nice big checkpoint save. Plus, they have all kinds of things. You can switch out all your weapons if you want. You can re-pick up hand grenades, landmines, tripwires, dynamite, all that stuff. You can grab all that stuff. You can change up your weapons and get full ammunition, which always means that you're going to be coming up against something that's pretty tough pretty soon thereafter. Or at least that's the way it seems so far in the game. But that is the enjoyable part. Now, is there anything else? I think I got everything I need now, so let's go ahead and get a move on. Okay. Let's see here. Now, I'm going to line up the turkey shoot in that area, but I want to put a mine here so nothing sneaks up on me. So I put a landmine there to make sure nothing's going to sneak up on me while I take out these dudes in this long hallway here. And a horrible shot. Oh, a twofer. 2 for 1. Double death. And, oh, see? I'm like on fire now. I'm in the zone. Alright, see... Nope, not so much that time. But, oh, in the back end. And I must have shot a gasoline can there in the background. Because it was a nice big explosion. An explosion! And as you can see, that one is kind of creeping over there. Let's see. And he gets taken out. Nice little chunks blown into the air of that zombie. No touchy the landmine zombie. And, wow, that guy. He's got some broken bones or something. And there you go. Head off. I see. I always think those zombies, they seem to carry like a cudgel or something in their hand. It always, to me, looks like a long, exaggerated hand grenade that's going to blow up. So it always frightens me. I always think they're going to toss a grenade at me, but they never do. There are some the only zombies I've seen so far that have guns in the game are in the Horde. There are some zombies, big, giant Nazi zombies with Gatling guns. And I will do a film on the multiplayer at some point. Just kind of wanted to go through some of the episodes first. See if I can teach myself to be a little bit better. Because some of the guys I play in multiplayer, boy, they are on fire. They know exactly what to do with every zombie and just destroy them. It takes me a little bit of time to learn, what the weaknesses are, what guns are good, what spot on the body you got to hit. Because there are some that wear like full-on metal gear, and it's extremely hard to shoot them. You have to shoot them in the neck till their head tilts down and then shoot them, or shoot them in the back. And I just don't know all those details, so I'm going through the storyline And I'm not quite sure if that helps in multiplayer. You know, like in Call of Duty, you get levels, and the more levels you get, the easier it gets for you as a player playing. I'm not. Oh, well, that guy snuck up on me. I didn't even see him. And that, see, I prefer the Colt over the... There is the hand cannon called the Weebly, which can one-shot a lot of zombies, but for whatever reason I prefer the Colt. It's faster reload, faster firing, so if you miss, you don't have to... It doesn't seem like it takes forever till you take the next shot. Plus, it seems to me there are some zombies, like the big Metal Gear zombies, if you shoot them in the feet, they kind of stumble around a lot, and it slows down their progress. Now, if you're using the Weebly, your shots aren't very quick, so it doesn't make them stumble around as much as, say, with the Colt. There's also a Ruger, and okay. Well, it looks like we're going to come up on a big check mark here. I'm just going to have to kill the zombies in the house, and then I have to examine that skull, and then there's some pretty crazy shit that happens when that happens. But we're going to save that for the next video. So we'll just kill off these last couple zombies here, and we'll go ahead and end the video. Yes, excellent. Creepy occult skull staring at me. Just have to check around your environment all the time. Double check and make sure nothing's sneaking up on you. As you saw outside, they can be quite stealthy if they want to be. Alright guys, well, the objective is completed. I'm going to go ahead and make a video for this next upcoming part, because that's going to be a good 20 minutes anyway. So anyway, for this one, it's Mitsurugi Jones, and we will check you guys next time.